All right, so let's open up this guy here. I think we've got some nice little rewards here. 3 portal charges and 10 Solaris dolls. Nice little pick up there from Hero Wars. Thank you for that. Sweet. So we'll close that. Then we'll make sure everything's running on the live end of things here. Hopefully. Come on now, YouTube. There we go. Hey, Gary H. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for hitting that like button. Much appreciated. I'm going to hit it as well. Always does help with the algorithm. Even if I do it myself, too, it helps out. So we do that. We're going to put in the live stream link here on the Discord channel. Let's see here. Live. Nope. Stream. Boom, and we got that in there. All right. So we now have that in our Discord. So I'm going to claim this actually. I do want to utilize those portal charges. I'm really excited to hopefully get close to done with my pets, really. It's kind of what we're going for anyway, right? Eventually. Oh, so there's been a lot going on. All right. Gary says, should have held on to the last gift, but opened it. I understand. Hey, you know what, Gary? That happens to me too all the time. So I totally get it. Plus, it's just like, I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to have to use all your gifts anyway. Might as well enjoy it. So, yeah, no, absolutely. No, not a big deal. I feel like I'm in the same boat. Sometimes I do wish that I had held on to things, but hey, you know what? At the end of the day, got to use it all. You never know, how long the game's going to last. You never know how long you want to save things. Got to use all your gifts. All right. Hey, Wally, nice to have you here on this Sunday. Love having you here. Appreciate you. John Jensen, hello, hello. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'm starting out here a little quick, just kind of hopping into an adventure because I got those portal charges from that Solaris free Facebook post, I guess, if you will. So just decided I'd hop into one of these so I could just kind of auto the rest of them, make my life easier, and kill a couple birds since there was a couple adventures here just sitting to be done. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of this and go from there. Go ahead and continue around the board. We should have Sebastian if we don't, so we will add him. Then we're just going to cruise it and crush it. So yeah, everything's been going pretty well. I will say, how have you guys been faring this Solaris event? I'm a big Solaris fan. I like her a lot. I think she has a lot of potential. Obviously, there's going to be some tinkering with her in terms of how much you should level her up, just because I think there is kind of a nice little point where, she's useful enough to deal massive damage to an opponent. But because when you max her out, she ults slower just because she's so strong. That is a consideration. So I'm looking into that a little bit more. I think that'll be a fun little uh, investigation for me personally that I'll probably be looking into a little bit and trying to see how things go. So that's kind of my preliminary thoughts on what we got with this new hero. Or new Titan. I like her abilities. I just want to see how she plays with others in actual gameplay. Obviously, we did some testing the other day. Really, I was impressed pleasantly. I do think obviously when it's an all maxed out team and she's maxed out, she does tend to ult slower, but she's got some great abilities. Got some great abilities for sure. Incognito, nice to have you here. Sorry to hear that you're stuck at work. Absolutely, congratulations on that win last night, Incognito. Glad you were able to get that gift. But yeah, so speaking of that too, today we'll probably have a shorter stream, but we will have a similar situation this time. The portal charge energy will be the other winners. So we'll have two that can kind of pick what they want. That's remaining essentially. And then we'll have two winners that are going to be getting the portal charges, bottled energy, and gold. So that's kind of going to be the game plan for today. A real short stream, kind of, but still, short and sweet. So we're not going to go too long, and we'll have a good time while we're here. So that is kind of the game plan. We're crushing this adventure, so I gotta love that. We're almost done here on this adventure here, and we're just gonna cruise it. I mean, I feel like Hero Wars right now has become a little bit more what you can expect. I feel like it's kind of settled into a groove. At one point, we had like all the Titans coming out. It was a lot of bunch of content all at once, and then we had a lull there where it felt like a lot of the events were kind of whatever, but they were just continuous, right? Because we had the weekend events as well as the weekday events, so that was like kind of a lot. And now, I like that we're kind of getting into a regular Hero Wars pace here, where we still have good events. They're just not quite as constant. It felt like there's a never-ending event at one point in Hero Wars, so I kind of like the pace that we have right now, and things have been kind of going slow. Anthony says, "Hey Jay, what have I missed? No pop up again." I will say one thing too for pops ups. I don't know if you've got your notifications turned on. Sometimes Hero Wars or YouTube turns those off and on, and they tinker with that stuff, which is, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on there, but nice to have it here anyway, Anthony. So I'm glad you're able to make it. Um, yeah, and I do try to post the link in the Discord as well. Just sometimes, I don't know, it just doesn't pop up. I understand, because there are times I'm like, even when I'm waiting for a Hero Wars stream, or if I happen to have some time and I like to support Charlie as well. Obviously, he's got a lot of fans out there in Hero Wars Central, but sometimes I do not get those notifications even though I have them turned on. So yeah, that's odd, Anthony. But I've been in that situation. Not really sure how to rectify it currently. But anyway, so we got some chaos particles here to pick up. We love that. Axel, right? The pet that I currently am focusing on. And we're in the final stages of Axel, because it is that purple +3, but still a long ways to go to be like our buddy Albus here. But that doesn't mean we can't keep upgrading. So we did some upgrades there with Axel. We got a little ways to go still with Chorus. 275 soul stones away for him. I'm gonna open up 10 here just for funsies. We're not going to open any more, but we got some Chorus soul stones, 3 to be exact, so we'll take it. We'll trade in the rest. We don't need those guys right now. Appreciate their services though, so we'll trade those in. I do think for me personally, just because I use Kark, Axel, and then Fenris will be the next project, just given what I need, right? And then I'll probably look to either Mara or some other options. But I think that's kind of the current game plan right now, is we're going to just flow through these 3 main ones, just because Kark gets that Fenris boost, and Fenris gives us some extra physical attack that I don't know if Kark needs, but we always like to have extra physical attack and armor penetration when Kark is attacking. So that's kind of the game plan right there. We're going to go ahead and claim these rewards here. We've got some other ones waiting for us as well. So we've got a lot going on here. We got Champion Season, and we're kind of getting into that last week, right? We have a little more than a week left of Champion Season. I'm going to try to get as many free rewards as I can. Magic Defense Glyph upgrade. The tough thing here is the gold factor for that. Same with the hero skill. Taking damage in arenas, probably not going to be too hard. Let's see. So we'll start up with this. And we'll attack one time just to make sure we get a reward later. That should deal us the damage portion, I think. Nice. I need to get some gold though, so we're going to do our tower run really quick. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's not been a whole lot of like new news. I mean, obviously we've got this final Titan, which is awesome. I believe that ultimately means we will have the Super Titans added to the summoning circle, which will be great, because that will allow everyone to finally complete their entire Dark and Light Titan collections, which I think will be pretty sweet. I think it's interesting to see how these new Titans come into play. I haven't really tested them fully built out now against the other factions, which is kind of what I want to do today on stream really quick, just to have kind of a rough idea of how they hold up. But obviously, the attacking team is always going to have the advantage, but I'm curious to see if these two new factions are indeed stronger than what we've seen so far from our fire, water, and earth. And I'm not sure that it's that different, but I do kind of want to take a look at that today. So it won't be super lengthy process on that, but we'll go through that real quick after we pick up some gold here and finish up some of our champions season quests, which shouldn't take too long. So that'll be good, and we'll spam the Lars adventure here. Boom. All right, so we got some energy out of the way. Don't want to be holding up unnecessary energy here when we can keep letting us get some more charge. Got that going. We're going to open our hero chest. Boom. One Yasmin Soulstone. Oof. Okay, so we had some upgrades we needed to do. So I believe one of them was upgrading a skill, but I don't remember what kind of hero it had to be. So let's take a look. Champion season, level up a mage's heroes. Okay. So we'll upgrade Iris a bit here. Okay, so that should do it there. Next will be Magic Defense Glyph, so that should be Krista. I think we have enough to do 2 levels. Yeah, no problem. There we go. We got that completed as well. So we've done all of our completion tasks that we can do today. That'll get us that emerald, some more emeralds there. We'll claim these gold, always super helpful for us. So we've definitely advanced a little bit here. We've got some nice Lycanthrope's Fangs, Primarch's Grasp, some Agility Skinstones as well. So not too bad. I will say this event for me has been a little bit slow. I just haven't been able to participate as much, and obviously I don't have the ticket, so a lot fewer opportunities for me to complete, but that's not necessarily the worst thing either. It saves me some time. Granted, loses out on some rewards, but no big deal. I think overall, I'm in a good balance right now with the game. Gujo, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. We've also got Dragon Paralyzer in the house. We're going to collect some more gold here. Skin Stone pickup here, the daily bonus. And of course, we've got some rewards here from the Solaris event, right? So, okay. Now, I did want to test this out, so I'm going to do this real quick before we do anything else. I wanted to just see how the Titans stack up if we do an all dark team with maybe let's put the team on defense first as an earth team. Standard team I've seen is this one, and it's a pretty good one, so that's why I'm going to just put it in like that. We're going to go ahead and attack here, though, with the all dark team, and I'm thinking we use a Raji here, and we see how this plays out. Just kind of want to see how the dark team stacks up against each of the factions, and we'll do the same with the light titans, and we'll just kind of see how it rolls. So this is the standard earth team that as I've seen it, and obviously this is auto. When you can spam the skills yourself, there's going to be a different result, but this is more for a battle that you would have in Guild Wars, right? So that's kind of what we would see. So easily took down that earth team. Let's see, let's look at the water team. And I think typically you see Araji in this kind of a squad. And we will stick with that exact same team. I just think Araji offers a lot to this dark team in terms of speed. So I like that. So that's why I'm kind of going with him on this one. I just kind of want to see how he plays out. So obviously the Earth team got wiped out pretty quickly. Now I want to see how this holds up against the Water team. So it appears the Water team on defense does overcome the Dark Titan team in this instance, right, with this particular setup. Let's see, what about the Fire team? So, yeah, let's take a look at that. Fire team usually goes with Hyperion, Dark Titans, and Araji. So the water team prevailed. The earth team did not. Now let's see how this team does here. And don't forget, right, on offense, you always have the advantage, whereas on defense, you do not. So the dark team there able to win that one as well. Hypothetically speaking, the light Titan team should not win here against the dark Titan team. We got the light Titans in there. We're going to put in Hyperion. Just seems to match the team a little bit. Hey, Merrick, nice to have you here. Absolutely, congrats on getting the win the other day. Of course, that was one of the wins that was predetermined, so you got your reward right away. And absolutely, congratulations on that. Dragon, we will look at Judge very, very shortly. And we'll continue to upgrade him very slowly but surely, right? Slow and steady wins the race. So we'll do that after we go through the light titans on these testing as well. So that'll probably be the next game plan here. I just want to finish out the dark titan attack here. So you had some super titan testing, and they end up winning 60% on average. It's not too bad. Granted, it is a little bit better than a coin flip, but it's not as high of a percentage as you would like. So that's something to consider. So the dark team does win out just barely here. So the only team the dark team doesn't beat on offense is this water team, based on what the team that we had at least. So that's interesting to point out. Let's see how the light team fares. We're gonna use Hyperion on offense. Could use a Raji, but I think I'm gonna go with Hyperion in this instance. I just think the mesh works a little bit better. I mean, it's not amazing, so you can go either way, but just something that I'm going to do for the purposes of this particular test. So we'll run it this way. We'll speed that guy up here. So it looks like the Earth Titans are kind of holed out here, and they do. So we've got it loading up here. Let's see how this one goes. There we go. Oof, that firestorm. But they prevailed here. So the fire team went down pretty easily. Let's take a look at the water team now. This was the team that survived the dark team's attack earlier, and the earth team here was able to beat out the other one. So that's kind of interesting to see. Um, yeah, I guess I kind of I kind of am curious what that would look like, an all super team Titan team, 5 super Titans. That would be pretty interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen that yet. Obviously, it's still early days. But it's all right. Let's finish this one out here. Let's have this one go, and then we'll have them fight a dark Titan team, and then we'll take a look at that. I kind of want to take a look at what it looks like to have all Super Titans. So the Light Titans do really well against everyone except the Earth Titans thus far. I'm going to put up one more challenge here, which will be the Dark Titans on defense with Araji. And we'll have the Light Titans attack that. All right, so let's see how this one goes. Whoops. I did a little dark on dark crime here. All right, so dark can beat dark on defense. That's interesting. But let's see, Light Titans here with Hyperion. I would think the Light Titans would win because they have the type advantage. Plus, the attacks typically are the attacking team has the advantage. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, come on now. Earth is a problem for Solaris because of the shield. The totem reflects damage. I gotcha. Whereas it does look like the water team defeats the dark totem team. So that's interesting. So the fire team really gets the short end of the stick here on the defensive side. That's interesting. All right. Let's see. Maybe just for fun, we do one of these as well. We do a all Super Titan team. So we got Solaris there, Tenebris here, and we got the 3 Super Titans. And maybe we just go like that. I want to see how that maybe matches up here. Obviously, it shouldn't, in my opinion, win at all. But let's just take a look. So we got some teams here. Is this what you were talking about, where it had a 60% win rate with the Super Titans all together? Kind of seems unlikely, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I get it. The Super Titans are supposed to be Super Titans, so you would expect them to win out all their matchups. But I don't know. That seems a little wonky to me. We'll see if that plays out because obviously you don't have the benefit of the totems. Let's see. So there's the totems taking down Solaris really quick. Yeah, so it doesn't really hold up against the Earth Titans at all. Let's see. How about the other ones? Probably not, right? You'd probably expect a similar result just because you don't have those totems. And I think that those totems just make such a difference. I'm not sure, though, how the 3-2 would come into play. Like, if you do a combination of the 2 totems, is that something that's viable? I haven't really looked into that at all. And I don't think we'll do that this stream, but I think I'm going to experiment with it a little bit on my own later and kind of see what I can kind of come up with here. But wow, this team is holding up against the Water Titan team here, and the All Super Titan team defeated the Water team, so that was impressive. Did not expect a single win, and there was a win right there. Does Solaris get get the damage charge from Earth while reflecting too? I don't think it does, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. I would have to ask a developer because I don't know the ins and outs of that. I would assume it could go either way because it's supposed to be damage dealt. So I guess technically it's dealt, right? But I couldn't tell you for sure because I don't know the exact mathematical calculation that they have the machine doing. Um, it's not a big chance, but it's a chance nonetheless, right? With those Super Titans, okay. So yeah, the fire team really just gets done in. That's unfortunate for them. Uh, man, that's fire team's not made for defense apparently. So yeah, intriguing to kind of see that result play out. Um, Kind of gives you a lot more depth in your Titan options. I mean, obviously, I'm going to probably stick a little bit closer to the Earth and Dark Titans. Well, Earth Titans to start because that's probably my go-to. But yeah, I think there's a lot of usage for all the Titans in general, and these new 2 factions definitely can play a role. Just unfortunately, if you have the Fire Titan team on your defense, not going to be defending too well. It looks like, unfortunately, based on the new Titans and their strengths. So, yeah, gonna be a tough outing for them. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with what I saw from the Super Titans, and I'm surprised they were able to overcome some totems there, like the water one and the fire one. So that was surprising. And here, I think I gotta agree with Dragon Paralyzer's assessment here, which is that the Dark and Fire Titans are for attacking, and Water and Earth are definitely more defensive. Hey, Clark. Yes, totems are very important as well. But as we saw here from some testing, and you might want to look back at this, Clark, too, is the Super Titans actually did win a couple of matchups here. And as you might know, the Super Titans, they don't have a totem. So this might be an interesting replay just because I feel like you just hopped in. Um, it does. It is a little bit unfortunate though that Solaris is the tank of the 5 Super Titans. I'm not really sure though who you would rather have leading out. I guess you'd rather have Eden lay out front. I'm not really sure. Because Araji has super low health. Hyperion, you don't really want getting knocked out too early. Tenebris doesn't have that much health. You're really kind of just looking at Eden almost, essentially, at that point. So, I mean, you could have Eden out front. But yeah, sorry, this was the example I wanted to show you, Clark, where, these 5 Super Titans that do not have a totem somehow, some way, are able to overcome that fact here in this water healing totem. I mean, obviously, it's an auto. There's a lot of factors that are going into that, but it's interesting to see that it can win, which is rare. You wouldn't, I mean, I say rare, you wouldn't expect that to happen. So, kind of interesting to see. Hey Simon, thank you, thank you. Absolutely happy to have you here. Thank you for hopping on. Sunday, always nice to have you here. So cannot complain. It's a beautiful day today. Yeah, absolutely. And Dragon says, of course, you'd rather have Eden. He's the most defensive of the 5. Yeah, I like it. I do like the pull down effect though that he has as well. That's something there. Um, have a great one, Incognito. Thank you for stopping in and hitting that like button. Much, much appreciated. We got John saying yes, but max testing accounts for supers. Having maxed totem as well and getting that boost, that's a fair assessment as well. That's something to keep in mind. You do have to have all of the advanced uh, analytics and kind of stats behind that as well. Because don't forget, you do actually get a big bonus just from having those totems. So, like if you look, for example, when we get there, Titan Valley, we do have those addition add-ons, right? So you get extra attack for your water titans, you get extra attack for your fire titans, extra health for your earth titans, and extra health for your dark titans, and attack for your light titans. So it does definitely play a role. And obviously, every time you upgrade these, you can see here there is a plus 200. So every time you level these up, they do increase the strength of your titans in that element. So it definitely does make a difference for sure. Simon says, I do find Eden can make the Titan fights the most random outcomes. Yes, that's true because of who is getting pulled underneath the fight. But that also means you have to be paying attention when you are attacking with Eden because Eden can mess up an offensive strategy pretty quick if you activate your shield too early when facing Nova in particular, who has that stun ability. You don't want to waste your shield before that stun comes into play. So, all right. With that, I feel like we kind of got some good testing out of the way. We're going to go ahead and look to Judge real quick. I'm going to try to upgrade him a little bit. And we're going to keep it short and sweet today, where we're going to have winners shortly after. Unless you guys have questions. If you have questions, feel free to fire them out. We'll try to answer as many as possible. But yeah, let's see. So they try to balance out dark titans with totems by giving them health. Yet fire gets attacked from the totem. Yeah, I mean, I don't quite understand the rationale behind that either, Dragon. I hear you. That's a misnomer. It seems very, very odd. But yeah, it is very glass cannony. It is very much we're going all out on offense with those fire titans. They really did not hold back. And I guess, they kind of had to give some difference, right, between the dark and fire titans. They can't keep it all the same or nearly the same. So, they can say, hey, we made differences in this or that area. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to be said there, but it does look like they tried to make some noticeable changes in ultimate outcomes there with the fire and dark titans, especially with the totems, like you mentioned, adding health as opposed to um, what do we call it? Attack, right? So yeah. All right, let's upgrade some intelligence here on Judge, and I think we can pick that up for sure. The Lamort cards. We can get some more Lamort cards, so we will. So we got that up to 23. So we got some work to do here with Judge, but he is improving slowly but surely. We can upgrade a couple more times there. Let's see. I think Kark has some upgrades, maybe skin wise. Yeah. So skin wise, we can definitely get some pulls for Kark and get that going a little bit more, which we will. Just gonna open these guys up. We're gonna rip them open, and upgrade our buddy Kark here. There we go. So Kark's a little stronger as well. Just making all of our team a little bit better. So there we go. We got that going there. We got Ju here who's pretty strong, I believe. Ascension, now I have one more skill I can unlock because I have enough gold. So we will do that. Then we will roll into prize winners because we definitely want to have some winners here on this Sunday, even though it is a shorter stream, right? So definitely want to make sure we get winners sorted out. All right, let's get this final push done here. As it loads in Ascension, we'll upgrade our Ascension and get some winners in for sure. Junjin says, always got to buy those cards, Fangs, Alchemists set. Yeah, for sure. And the other thing that I need too is like those Trine. I always need like Trine seemingly. And a couple other like almost miscellaneous things. Like it just seems like I always need them. Of course, we don't have enough gold, so we'll come back later. But yeah, anytime I see, let me see here. Anytime I will pick up almost any of these purple ones that seem relevant. We got Arena here. Minotaur's Head. I always somehow run out of those. Grand Arena Shop. Oracle Sensors. Those are pretty common for your magic attackers. We don't really need that right now. Lion Armor. I actually do kind of like that one. It is one that is more of an early stage item, but still one that you pretty frequently use, the All-Seer. I don't like picking this one up because I feel like it's easier to make. But yeah, the Lamort cards, constantly taking the Lycanthrope's Fangs, always taking them. Even the throwing knives, I feel like I always have a need for. The Govna, we'll take that one for Artemis, and we'll just put it on Artemis now. She can just get upgraded from that, even, or the item can be applied to her. So let's see, Artemis, where art thou? The Govna, equipped. Boom. All right. So that'll save us the building of a governor. And of course, my screen is now a little bit up. Don't know how I did that. That's impressive to myself. But all right, so let's hop over to the picker wheel, and we're gonna have some winners here sorted out. Trine is an item every single hero needs. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a couple items you just every single hero needs, and so you just feel the. I think everyone feels the same pain when it comes to those guys. But yeah, all right, let's hop over to our picker wheel here. Sunday picker wheel. We're going to have two winners who will get to pick what they want, and we'll have two winners that are getting the 5 bottled energy, 500k gold, and 3 portal charges. So good luck to everybody. We're going to start out here with Facebook. Merrick says they fixed dungeon. I haven't had to change the speed every battle. That's good. I might have to actually try that out next time. But yeah, that is not a bad thing at all. Yeah, all right, let's see who our first winner is today. It is Choose. Choose, you are our first winner today on Facebook for today. So you will be getting to pick which reward you would like. We've got one more doing the same, and then we'll have two just randoms or winners that I already have predetermined in terms of the rewards. So the second winner today will be HD Dragon. You can pick which reward you would like. And the reason I'm doing this too is because Web just has fewer of these skin rewards. A lot of people want that. It's a very popular reward, understandably, but that makes it a little bit more difficult to give out as well. So let's see. Choose, you cannot be a double winner, but you have some good luck here, obviously, on these spins. So that's always a good thing. Let's see who our third winner is today, and it is going to be Mark Z. Mark Z, you have a predetermined reward, so I'll get you that here after the stream. Congratulations on the win. We've got one more. We got a total of 4 today, so absolutely great news for everybody. Dragon says Flaming Hearts come in as second, as only 2 heroes don't need it. That does not surprise me. That is a very needed item there for sure. The Flaming Hearts. I feel like some of those purple items you just need for almost every hero. It feels like, at least, if that is not the case. All right, so with fewer winners on this one, we're just getting repeats all day. On the Facebook side of things here. Web's going to be a lot more different. Web just has more entrants on that. And so our fourth winner is Andro. Congratulations. we're going to have some web winners here soon. So let's hop over to that web list and get our next 4 winners, right? So we're having a total of 8 winners. That's a good number of winners, way more than usual, but that is how things are going, especially because we didn't have a live stream the other day. So here we go. Winner number 1 is Arija. Congratulations. You can pick any reward that you would like for web. We've got 1 more of those as well. Good luck to everybody. Let's see who the lucky winner is. It is going to be Boro. Boro, you are our second lucky winner. So the next 2 will be the predetermined rewards. Drain says from oranges, throwing knives, ruining helm, and Lamort are the most needed. As the winner is Arija, who already won, so you're not going to be getting that second one. But let's see who else we got here. A lot of repeats today. Some people just have that luck today, it seems. So let's see who our third winner is. It is going to be Mild Man TW. So I will send you your reward after this live stream. Congratulations, Mild Man TW. I'll be sending you that predetermined reward. We got one final winner here today on this live stream, and it is going to be Mojo Rising. I'll be sending you those portal charges, gold, and energy, bottled energy here very, very soon. I will say, of the orange items, Hareen Helm's probably the least used for me of those ones that you mentioned, but the Lamort cards always needed in throwing knives as well. So anyway, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on this shorter Sunday stream. We were able to get a lot of testing done. And yeah, Simon says some people have the luck. Yeah, today some people just seem to have the luck. Obviously, we had a lot more winners than usual. Facebook has a smaller list typically on Sundays. So if you're a Facebook player and you want to have a chance at winning, just join the Discord on those Sunday Facebook contest. You have a good chance of winning on there. But anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on this live stream. And Dragon's saying Helm is the strength for the strength heroes, and that's the fewest of the types. So that makes sense. But yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on this stream. We'll be having more winners next weekend. So Anthony Smith, don't fret. We'll be having more winners very, very soon. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your weekend. Always love hanging out with you guys. Thank you, and have a great weekend.